my mom is around 50 years old. She's had 3 kids. We're all adults now. And since she is 50, she's become single and she's on Hinge and is like swiping right on like young twink barbacks that I know and taking them to like dates at like my friends' restaurants that they work at.
Awesome.
And then she's also, she'll tell my brother who he works like 12-hour days to like not come home after work because he's like on a date, which is she will, she'll make sure to text me like, okay, don't come over after 6.
Oh no.
Come over, like flaunting it.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Pays rent.
He pays rent.
I'm like mad at my mom for being a bad landlord too.
Yeah, you can't be like restricting the movements of your tenants so you can get dick. That's rude that's very rude. Yeah. Rude. Okay, that's really funny. Keep going.
I'll say like I've kind of like jokingly tried to talk to her about it because it does seem like a sensitive subject. And I think she's taken it wrong because she's like, well, don't worry. I'm not just seeing one guy. She's like, I'm seeing multiple guys. And I look at her, I was like, don't worry, Mom. Don't worry. I'm getting dick.
Right. I'm not a loser.
Crazy. And so I want to talk to her about it, but I know she's going to be just like super blow up in my face. And I wonder if it's even worth bringing up because I live, I don't live with them or anything like that. It does make me like super angry at her.
Sure. So let me ask you.
I don't know how to.
Before we get into the actual specifics of it, what about this makes you? Because you're saying you get real angry. Is there something? Is there like? What about this do you think is extra triggering for you? Like, because there's another world where this happens. And you're like, Mom, you know what I mean? You're like, that's pretty funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, has your mom always been kind of selfish in certain ways? Is this triggering some like deep-seated resentments? Or are you just sort of like, you just think it's kind of rude? Do you think it's surface level or does it go back to anything?
It's definitely bringing stuff up like, because there's been some times where she's been single before and like in my younger 20s, like definitely needed her, and she was like out gallivanting somewhere.
I see. So
I can see it to my little brother, and I'm like angry that it's happening to him.
Right.
He's like my angel baby.
I see. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is about 2 things, but this is so clearly you're mad at her for how she behaved when you were younger, and this is fully bringing that anger back up, which is valid. It's just important for you to know, like, because sometimes in these situations, it's like, if this comes up in a way that, if you confront her, let's say, and you pretend it's all about your brother, it'll ring hollow, I think, on some level. Or she'll be able to be like, well, you're just mad about this has nothing to do with me and fucking Eric. It's all how mad you are about you, right? So you kind of have to. If you're going to address it, I do think you just kind of lead with that, even when you're like, hey, Ma, like, what's going on? Like, number one, it's pretty rude what you're doing to our brother here. Now, there's the other flip side is, so we've established that's where you're coming from. The other flip side of this is, if I was your mother's attorney here, I would say she's a grown woman. She's entering a period of her life where she wants to. When you say she recently became single, was she in a long-term relationship before this? Because I assumed it was she just got divorced or something. But has she been in and out of relationships? Because
like in and out of relationships. She just had recently broke up with the guy that she was with for like a few years.
Oh, so this isn't even, because I was about to give her a lot of grace and be like, look. If she just got out of a fucking shitty relationship with your, dad or stepdad who was a piece of shit or something, let her go. But if this is an established pattern of behavior where she just kind of
because like we're a little close in age. Like my mom had me when she was young, not super young, but younger. So we're like kind of friends sometimes more. And so like the other thing, I'm like, I just see she is so much more happy with her life sometimes when she is single. So it's hard to kind of figure out that line between mother and daughter of like,
Oh,
you're
that's interesting.
responsible or whatever. And then also like, hey lady, if you just like unfocus your life, but then that becomes a line where it's like not my business, I feel.
Well, that's interesting, right? Because maybe your mom just look, she had you young, right? Which to me screams didn't really plan it out too much, right? Hold on. Now we have to use headphones because all right, this is an elegant solution. Hold on. Okay. Oh fuck. Now I can hear myself. Can you turn me down? This is so fucking funny. I'm so much louder than everything fucking else, dude. Like
I can hear like the back of your voice.
Yeah. Can you please turn me the fuck down, and at least in my headphones? Okay. So this sucks, dude. I hate this. I don't want to fucking hear myself when I talk these. It just sounds fucking weird. And now I've completely lost my train of thought because my fucking voice is booming in my own ears. Okay. So what I was saying was that, you know, your mom clearly didn't plan on having you. Maybe she was the kind of person that, like, yeah, maybe this straight up was not for her, right? Maybe because you're saying she's so much happier. So there's like, I don't think you can be judgmental about your mother about how she lives her life, right? I think the problem is how that is affecting her kids. It's not, if this is who she wants to be, great, right? If she's happier being single, being, you know, not being tied down, whatever, that's fine. And I don't think you can come at her from like a, you know, I don't think you can slut shame your mother here. But I think what you can do is just be like, hey, and the context is very important too, right? Because you can go into it with some empathy where you're like, look, I get it. You had me young, whatever. But there were moments where this kind of behavior was harmful to me. Whether, you know, and I'm not saying that to sort of like argue. I'm not saying that to hurt your feelings. This new behavior and how it's affecting my brother, I think you're being a little unfair to him, but B, this is bringing up this old stuff, and I think it's a good opportunity for you to bring up something that bothers you organically, right? Like you could be like, hey, you could, because I think this is clear to me. This is clear that this is a big problem in your relationship with your mom, and probably in your family in general. And I see it as an opportunity to be like, hey, let's deal with this. Because if I were to pivot here, right? The other reality is like, look, he pays rent. Okay, fine. It's still her fucking house. You know, if it was me, I wouldn't charge my kid rent, whatever. But your brother chooses to live there. And the other thing I would say to your brother, how old is your brother, by the way?
He's like 23, 24.
All right, he's got to fucking move it. What are we talking about? He's got to get the fuck out of here.
That's the other thing like I've been pushing towards. Because that's the real answer. That's the real actual answer. Yeah. He moves out and everyone gets to live their own independent life.
Yeah. And I get it. Look, shit's very hard. I mean, there's a statistic that's like half of fucking people under a certain age are living with their parents. So I understand shit is really tough right now. But you know, you guys also this doesn't seem to be the traditional setup, right? We're not talking about moving back to your boomer parents' basement or some shit. He is roommates with his mom, is what your brother, you know?
Yes.
And so these are two separate issues. One is, you know, you talk to your brother and you're like, look, this is annoying. In a perfect world, our mother would not treat you like this. In a perfect world, your mother like is, you know, just nothing but support, doesn't charge you rent, is a little more discreet, let's say, but that's not who your mom is, right? So that's fine. No. So you have to face that reality. And you also have to tell him like, look, dude, it sucks, but you just got to fucking move out, or you got to fucking make a plan, and let's see how we can do that, right? And then I think these are two different things. This is tell your brother to fucking move out and kind of grow up a little bit and figure out a plan. And then tell your mom, like, hey, you could bring it up to her and be like, look, it's a little much. The kid's fucking 23 and he's got it. He's fucking, his PlayStation 5 is shaking because you're getting you're getting your back blown out while he's trying to have some cereal for a midnight snack.
there was like one night wwhere he got off work and he texted me. All he said, he was just waiting in a parking lot because he didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God,
that's
just, you made it
fucking
extra
crazy.
sad.
It's fucking crazy.
I said he should just tell my mom to not be there for a few hours and invite.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, that is the other thing, right? If your mom just wants to be like, we're purely roommates, then you could. Now he can't do it because it's his mom. Also, this is a weird like power dynamic thing. But you could be like, hey, this is kind of fucked. You're charging him rent, and you're just like, he's barred from the house. You should be a little more. I think the conversation is like, hey, this is a little fucking weird for him, and can you at least be just a little more? If he's going to be your roommate and you're going to charge him rent, and you're not his mom who controls everything, then you got to be more realistic here. He can't just fucking bar him from his own home that he pays rent for. So I think that's an in with your mom. And basically for there, it's like charge him rent or have
turn it into a sex power.
Yeah. It's like if you're charging him rent, you can't really fucking be like, all right, well, I need to fuck whenever I want, and you can't nap in your bed because of that. And I'm your mom, by the way. That's another like if my roommate told me that and it wasn't my mother, I'd be like, okay, well, I don't fucking give a fuck. This is also my apartment. Right. But I think this is obviously a weird situation, and I think to me, it's an opportunity for you to maybe get some shit off your chest, and also just have the conversation with your mom. And who knows where that leads to? I don't know what type of person your mom is. I don't know if you think she would be receptive to this kind of conversation. My hunch is no, but I don't know. You tell me. But that's what I think. I think these are two separate issues. And you're saying probably not, right? She's probably not going to love having this conversation.
No.
Well, look.
But I think you're very much right about that. It's kind of two separate issues, and it is a good opportunity for me to be like, hey, this is why it feels so jumbled all together a little bit.
And listen, you can be honest and give her some empathy and be like, I get why this happens, right? Because look, her youth was interrupted with your birth. You know what I mean? And so so she's sort of in that
classic, like, what are you, like, turning into your mom? It's like, where are you? What time are you coming home? Did you finish your homework? And
when you have a parent who, totally, that makes so much fucking sense. So look, she might not like this conversation, but it's not about her. It's about you getting this off your chest, in my opinion. Yeah. And you take it from there, and then you also have to look at your brother and be like, hey, dog, this sucks, and it would be nice if at 23 you had a very supportive, parent that does anything for you, whatever. But also, you're being kind of like, whatever, man. You're not a fucking kid. If you're mad your mom's getting plowed in your home, get a fucking apartment. Pick up a couple extra shifts. Yes.
I agree.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, you got it. Good luck. Let us know how it goes. And, shout out to your mom. Look, your mom sounds cool. I'll give her that.
My mom is the coolest. She's hot. She's cool. She's awesome. You would love her.
Sounds good. It's a shame she's into these little twinks. If she ever changes her style up, you let me know. Do you need a stepfather?
I'd love if you were my stepdad.
Don't worry. If I was your stepdad, we're building a little pool house for your brother to live in. No questions asked. Perfect. All right. Well, good luck, Tim Tam.
Thanks, man. Y'all have a good day. Thanks, Zoe. Thanks.
Bye. Damn, bro, cut her off ruthlessly. Fucking hung up on her in the middle of her thanks.
I think she got cut off. Yeah.
Sure. That's who it was. I'm wearing headphones.